Hello everyone, my name is Gareth Flynn. I'm delighted to be here making an introduction to you all. I'm actually speaking to you from a suburb called Mount Eliza, which is on the Mornington Peninsula near Melbourne in Victoria, Australia. We live in a beautiful part of the state. I live here with my wife Jill and my two kids and a plethora of animals, 3 dogs, 2 cats, a budgie, a rabbit, etc, etc. So it's a bit of a madhouse. But love my life and certainly love where I live. From a work point of view, I actually am a sort of entrepreneur. I have a couple of businesses. Firstly, I'm the MD of a talent consultancy called TQ Solutions. We established that business back in 2008, and it advises companies and enterprises on their talent strategy and operating models. It's been wonderful to be part of, and we've had the privilege of working with some great brands over the years. Normally I get to travel around the world and attend conferences and visit great people like Dart Lindsley in California, but now it's all about Zoom and video. But I hope to get back to that sort of road trip feel at some point in the future. I'm also the co-founder of a startup digital learning business focused on career and professional development. That business is called The Career Conversation, and my co-founders are based here in Australia as well, but we are dealing with some pretty large global companies, working with a whole range of organisations on development of their people, particularly around careers and mobility within their organisations, which is a real passion point of mine. So a few things. What have I learnt about people in 2020? Yeah, it's a really good question. For me, I'm amazed at how we have massively shifted everything we've done and have traditionally held as sacred cows. The whole working from home experiment has been incredible. People have been so adaptable and so accepting of what has been the biggest disruption of our lives. So individual resilience, I know it's been tested, but it's also for me, I see it in spades with my team and my clients, and it's incredible. I think the other thing it's also shown me is just how much we crave, need, desire human connection and human engagement and interaction. At the moment I'm speaking to you, Melbourne's in lockdown. We're in our second major lockdown. We're 6 weeks into this second version. We've got another 6 weeks to go. We can only travel 5 kilometres from our house, and we at the moment can only leave an hour a day to have some exercise. And so for me, I've really struggled with some of that, and in particular the lack of connectivity, personal engagement and interaction with clients, business contacts, industry partners, friends, family. The digital medium is great, but it doesn't replace face-to-face. And that's certainly something I've learned about myself, and I've also learned and seen it in other people this year as well. My passion area, what gets me up every morning? Well, I've been doing a lot of soul searching in the last few months around personal purpose. And for me, I've distilled my personal purpose into a couple of expressions. Firstly, it's to inspire others, but it's to inspire others to challenge their boundaries. I really like pushing the envelope individually. I like mental and physical challenges. I wanted to see how far I can go. And in a business context, I actually want to help clients. I want to inspire clients with what's possible, what else is going on around the world, what am I learning and seeing elsewhere that I can bring to clients here locally, and what boundaries can we push within an organisation. Do we really need to follow the norm? Can we challenge the norm? So for me, my individual purpose of inspiring others to challenge boundaries is what gets me out of bed, and in the work context, I can apply that in my consulting work that I do, and that's that for me is really important and is my passion area. We have a couple of crazy, wicked ideas we'd love to bounce around with this group. There's many, and I know some of them will be crazier than others, but one for me that's been it's been in the sort of we've been distilling it for a while. It's this idea of talent sharing across businesses. We're moving much more into a highly collaborative, interconnected world with sharing economy, and a couple of our clients we've been working with, we've been bouncing this idea of talent sharing externally. So this could come in many guises. External secondments. So company X seconds one of its performers, one of its people, to company Y for 3 or 6 months, or for a project, or for a certain number of hours a week. So external secondments is one notion. A second one could be shared talent pools. We were speaking recently to a medical HR director, and how that industry would value from having shared nursing talent pools to enable them to cope with peaks and troughs with supply and demand of work. So that's another example of shared talent. And the third one for me is, could we conceive of a graduate program where you rotate to different companies? You may have a 2-year program and 4 companies, 6-month rotations, and at the end of it, the grad will really get a sense of where they want to work, what culture suits them best, what type of work suits them best. And I think that shared graduate program could be really exciting. So shared talent is the crazy idea. I'd love to bounce around with some of you in this group. And then finally, what does the HX Collective bring in terms of opportunity? This is a real privilege to be able to connect with you and to work with some of the greatest minds in our industry around the world. And I'm really grateful for you who are willing to join this group. What do I see as the opportunity? I want to challenge my thinking and hopefully your thinking. I want us to grow. I want us to learn. I want us to share our stories and experience. And I also want us collectively to take that to our organizations, our networks, our clients. For me, this is about fostering personal development and growth. It's really, really important. I see it as a huge opportunity. Going back to my purpose, I want to learn from you so I can take that and inspire my clients. We're in Australia. I want to learn from those in Europe. I want to learn from those in Asia. I want to learn from those in the US. Equally, I want to share what we're doing here with you for the benefit of our organizations we work in, or for the clients that we're working with. That's really important to me. The other critical thing, going back to what have I learned about people this year, networks and connections. This HX Collective is a wonderful network. It's a wonderful group of connections. We're working in this global village, and the fact that we are willing to come together with people we don't really know that well and share thoughts and ideas is just inspiring. It's wonderful, and I see as a huge opportunity for this group. And then finally, I actually want to be part of a broader movement of change that's going to improve the world of work for the future. For my kids who are about to hit university, I want them to go into a world of work that's way better than the world of work was when I left uni. And I actually want to be a part of that movement of change, and I'm delighted that you do too. And I'm really thrilled and looking forward to speaking with you soon, engaging with you, sharing some of our thinking, listening to your thinking, learning, and hopefully getting a lot of value from this wonderful group of people that we're connecting from around the world. So that's a bit about me. Feel free to connect with me at any time, whether it's one-on-one or if you want to get a group of people together. I'd love to talk about this topic. So, and if you've got some really interesting thoughts on my crazy idea of shared talent, let's go deep in that one. I'd be really interested in seeing whether you've got examples of that working from around the world, or whether you have companies that may be interested in talking about that. So anyway, that's enough from me. I look forward to connecting with you and speaking to you really soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.